Welcome to the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. In today's video, it will take us inside the heart of One Piece, where history holds mysteries that could change everything. Welcome to the fascinating world of Poneglyphs, ancient inscriptions that hold the keys to ultimate treasure. We'll also discover undiscovered stories, uncharted mysteries, and unimaginable revelations as we travel together. As a seasoned pirate or a curiosity-driven newcomer, grab your straw hats and join me on this high-octane journey through One Piece. Our compass guides us to thrills and exploration from the ocean to the mountains. It's time to discover the truth, solve the puzzles, and sail toward the greatest treasure. Let's make this voyage historic. Ready? Let's get started. The Poneglyphs are hard to find and even harder to read, but the pirates in the New World must find them if they want to find the One Piece. There are many hidden treasures in the Grand Line and the rest of the One Piece world, but none are as rare and wanted as the Poneglyphs. These ancient manuscripts are historical records and directions made by the people who lived in Wano country long ago. When put together, they tell the true history of the Void Century and where the One Piece is. In the world of One Piece, there are 30 Poneglyphs, but only 14 of them have been shown so far. 4 of these things make up the Road Poneglyph, which tells where Laugh Tale is, and 9 of these things make up the Rio Poneglyph, which tells the real past of the world. Other Poneglyphs do a variety of different things, but no matter what they do, they are all important to the story of One Piece. The Poneglyph of Ohara, or Rio Poneglyph. The world government thinks that hiding the truth about the Void Century is the most important thing they can do. The scholars of Ohara gave up their entire society to find out the truth. They weren't able to share their study with the rest of the world, but thanks to the Poneglyph of Ohara, they were able to figure out what happened in the Void Century. The Poneglyph of Ohara is buried deep beneath the Tree of Knowledge. On its surface, there is written information about how the world government came to be. The Poneglyph even has the name of the Great Kingdom, an advanced society that died out during the Void Century. This makes it one of the most historically important things in the One Piece world. The world government's Buster Call destroyed the island, so the Poneglyph of Ohara is probably gone for good. The Poneglyph of Zo, or Road Poneglyph. Given how old Zanesha is, it's not surprising that the creature has one of One Piece's many Poneglyphs. But the Poneglyph of Zo is more important than most because it is a Road Poneglyph. This means that it is one of 4 Poneglyphs that, when put together, show where Laugh Tale is. The Poneglyph of Zo is hidden in the Whale Tree, but the Straw Hat Pirates can find it with help from Nekomamushi and his friends. As the last story of One Piece gets ready to start, the information they learn from finding the Road Poneglyph will be very helpful. The Unknown Poneglyph of the West Blue, an unknown purpose. Nico Robin spent 20 years running from the Marines and the world government because she could read Poneglyphs. In her youth, when she was hiding on an unknown island in the West Blue, she came across an abandoned Poneglyph deep in the woods. At this point in the story of One Piece, we don't know where this Poneglyph is, what it says, or why it's there. However, Robin was able to figure out what it said before leaving the island. Since she hasn't talked about the Poneglyph since it was revealed, fans can only hope that it will come up in a later episode. The Poneglyph of the Alabasta Kingdom, or Rio Poneglyph. Poneglyphs are first mentioned during the Alabasta arc, when it is shown that Crocodile's interest in the Alabasta Kingdom is mostly because they have one of the old objects. Monkey D. Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates fight the Warlord of the Sea with everything they have, and in the end, they beat him and hide the Poneglyph that he was looking for. The Poneglyph of Alabasta Kingdom showed where the ancient weapon Pluton was, which made it one of the most dangerous things in all of One Piece. Pluton is now known to be sleeping under Wano country, but it's still best that Luffy and Crocodile fought and buried it deep in the Tomb of the Kings in Alabasta. The Poneglyph of Whole Cake Island, or Road Poneglyph. The main reason the Straw Hat Pirates go to Whole Cake Island is to get Sanji back. There are many other good things about their journey. The fight between Monkey D. Luffy and Charlotte Katakuri makes him much stronger. The fight between the Straw Hat Pirates and Big Mom makes them well known, and most importantly, Brooke copied the contents of her Road Poneglyph. We don't know how Charlotte Linlin found this thing, but it will definitely be a big part of the end of the One Piece story. The Poneglyph of Whole Cake Island, when put together with the other 3 Road Poneglyphs, makes a safe way to get to Laugh Tale, where the famous One Piece is set. The 2 unknown Poneglyphs of Totto Land, an unknown purpose. After Brooke says that he copied Big Mom's Road Poneglyph, many One Piece fans forget that he also copied 2 other Poneglyphs that she had. Even though we don't know what's written on these 2 Poneglyphs, that doesn't mean we don't know how they fit into the story. Jinbe got one of these 2 Poneglyphs when he was still captain of the Sun Pirates. He quickly gave it to the Big Mom Pirates after getting it back. Even though we don't know where the other unknown Poneglyphs came from yet, the fact that the Straw Hat Pirates have them makes it almost certain that they'll come up again in the end saga. The unknown Poneglyph of Orochi Castle, an unknown purpose. Wano has as much history as almost anywhere else in One Piece, so it makes sense that Poneglyphs and ancient weapons would be found there. Kazuki Sukiyaki, the father of Kazuki Oden, knows a lot about his culture's secrets. He hid one of Wano's Poneglyphs deep in Orochi Castle. During the Wano Country arc, Brook's spirit quickly leaves his body, which lets him move around Orochi Castle without being held back. In the basement of the house, he finds Sukiyaki's secret Poneglyph. He then tells Nico Robin about it. No one knows what it says, but based on how it looks, it doesn't look like a road Poneglyph. The Poneglyph of Fishman Island, a historical Poneglyph. After the time skip, Joy Boy has become more important to the One Piece story with each arc, starting with his appearance in the Fishman Island arc. In the sea forest on the island, the Straw Hat Pirates find a Poneglyph that is very different from any they have seen before. The Poneglyph of Fishman Island doesn't give any history or hints about where Laugh Tale is. Instead, it sounds like an apology letter written by the legendary Joy Boy. In the letter, he says he's sorry he wasn't able to help the fishmen raise their ship, Noah, and get it to the world above the sea. This gives viewers a rare look at the mysterious character's effects. The Poneglyph of Wano Country, or Road Poneglyph. Wano may not like strangers, but after the raid on Onigashima, it was clear that the Straw Hat Pirates and their friends were doing what was best for the island. So, Nico Robin and Trafalgar D. Waterlaw were given the contents of the Wano's Road Poneglyph, which is probably their biggest secret. After Robin and Law saved Kazuki Sukiyaki's people, Kazuki Sukiyaki let them see this Poneglyph. At the same time, he confirms that the ancient weapon Pluton is still in the ruins of Old Wano. The Heart Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates need this knowledge to get to Laugh Tale, and Monkey D. Luffy needs it to become the next king of the pirates. The unknown Poneglyph of the Blue Sea, an unknown purpose. Some Poneglyphs are easier to understand than others, but the unknown Poneglyph of the Blue Sea is the most mysterious treasure of all. So far, the only thing we know about this Poneglyph is that Kazuki Oden and the Roger Pirates found it on the last part of Gold D. Roger's journey. The Roger Pirates have been around the world more than any other pirate crew in One Piece history, so it's hard to say where this Poneglyph might have been found. In fact, it's very possible that this object is one of the other Poneglyphs seen in the show, like the one Nico Robin found in the West Blue, or the one in Big Mom's fortress that nobody knows anything about. Even so, unless something unexpected happens, the goal of this Poneglyph will probably die along with the last Roger Pirates. The Poneglyph of Shandora, or Rio Poneglyph. Few things are known about the ancient weapons, but the Straw Hat Pirates have been lucky enough to find Poneglyphs that show where they are. The Poneglyph of Shandora is one example of this. Monkey D. Luffy and his friends find it while fighting Enel and Skypiea. From the time of the Void Century until the coming of the Straw Hat Pirates, the Shandorians watched over the Poneglyph of Shandora. They did this to protect its information, which was the location of the ancient weapon Poseidon. After reading the letter, Nico Robin informs the group that they have fulfilled their obligations and are no longer subject to the long-ago promise they made. The missing Poneglyph of the Sea Forest, or Road Poneglyph. By the end of the Wano Country arc, 3 of the 4 Road Poneglyphs had shown up in One Piece. This leaves the characters and viewers of the show with only one question: where is the 4th and final Road Poneglyph? The thing used to be deep in the sea forest of Fishman Island, but it was taken away at some point in the last 25 years. Since the missing Road Poneglyph shows where Laugh Tale is, it will definitely be a big part of One Piece's end story. The person who has the item has one of the best kept secrets in the whole series. The unknown Poneglyph of Onigashima, an unknown purpose. Many important things happened because of the raid on Onigashima. But one thing is always left out of the picture. Trafalgar D. Waterlaw finds another Poneglyph he has never seen before while looking for a Road Poneglyph. It is stored on the 2nd floor of the Skull Dome's basement. Even though this Poneglyph wasn't what Law was looking for, anything learned from a Poneglyph is a valuable look into the past. We don't know if the information carved into the object will ever be released, but since Law has known the Straw Hat Pirates for a long time, it's very likely. And there you have it, fellow adventurers, another exciting journey through the big world of One Piece. We've gone on a journey through the Poneglyph secrets to find out what they tell us and how they affect our favorite characters. And remember, this isn't the end of our adventure. In the next video, we're going to learn a lot, and I can't wait to set sail with you all again. Goodbye for now, and remember that the adventure itself is the most valuable thing. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our funny sketch videos and anime reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy.